I know we live in a world where everybody likes to call women lazy for wanting the traditional relationship, but I just feel like, honestly, like, I want to step into my feminine energy. Like, I want a man to hold my bags. I want a man to take care of me. Like, I don't want to do everything myself. And as a black woman, we've been told our whole lives that we have to be the strong, independent black woman. And it's like, I don't want to be that all the time. Like, no. Like, I get it. We're the most unprotected and we're the most criticized, so we have to be. But do I have to be that in a relationship, though? Like, why can't I have a man that leads? Why can't I have a man that provides and protects for me? I'm retiring the strong, independent black woman. Honestly, I'm tired, okay? I want to be feminine. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be a pretty pampered princess. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. Y'all gonna call me a pick-me, so you know.
Today, I'm really struggling with being single. I've just been crying. I'm not about to come on here and cry again though, because I keep on crying on TikTok and it's really embarrassing. But I'm just really struggling being single today. Like, I just don't want to be single. I just want to be in a relationship, and it's actually really fucked up. Like, when I actually deep it, that I feel like I need to be in a relationship in order to be happy. Like, that is actually how I feel at the moment. Like, I don't feel like I'm myself unless I'm in a relationship. Can anybody else relate to that? I'm just like, I just want a relationship. Like, I'm like, I don't care who it is, I just want a relationship. And that is so fucked up. Like, I feel like you should get into a relationship with somebody because, like, you love them and you're like, yeah, I want to be in a relationship, not because you just want to be in a relationship. So let me know if you struggle with this. I don't know what happened to me in my childhood or what has happened to me in my life in order to make me like this, but today I'm just struggling. It's like 2 days after Valentine's Day and I just feel weird. I'm like over it. I'm like, okay, move on to the next now. But I'm really trying to not do that. Like, I'm not on dating apps or anything, but I want to be on dating apps. Not trying to come in here and be negative. I'm just trying to keep it real. So yeah, love you guys and thank you so much for all your support. And I'll see you later. Bye.
Hello, it's day 4 of being single. And I broke my 1-day streak of not crying. And I keep telling myself, I am repeating this mantra, I am a strong, independent woman, and I do not need a partner to feel fulfilled, happy, or safe. And I want you to know that you are also a strong, independent person and you do not need a partner to be fulfilled, happy, or safe, even if your freaking tear ducts don't know it.
So I remember when I was a bit younger, I kept saying, oh, I want to be independent. I want to be able to work, earn my own money, be my own person. I still want all those things. But one day if I meet Emeka, and Emeka has some fine girl, stay at home, can na pocket salary, can aza uriakum. One aza go uriako Emeka, man, forget it. Because these streets are not funny. Look at outside. And I'm supposed to go outside and be walking and be doing independent woman. Are they reconsider all those independence now? I can't know no laws.
Sometimes I don't want to be a strong, independent woman. Sometimes I just want somebody to come baby me and cuddle me and play with my hair.
I just paid 3 bills with my own fucking debit card. Like the independent woman I don't want to fucking be. Don't ask me for shit.
As women grow older, the reality of age start to sink in. This can be a daunting experience, especially for single unmarried women who may feel pressure to find a partner and settle down. However, in today's society, it has become increasingly common for women to delay marriage and focus on their careers and personal development. While this can be a positive thing in many ways, it can also make it more challenging to find a partner later in life. In this podcast, we will explore why women should prioritize finding a husband in their 20s instead of living a party life until their 30s. Firstly, it is important to acknowledge that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to this life. Everyone has different priorities, goals, and experiences. However, it's also essential to recognize that there are certain biological and cultural factors that can make it more difficult for women to find a partner as they get older. For example, women's fertility declines as they age, which can make it more challenging to conceive and carry a child to term. This can be a significant concern for women who want to have children and start a family. Additionally, there may be cultural pressure that encourage women to prioritize marriage and family higher in life. While this pressure can be problematic, it is also important to recognize that they exist and may impact women's experiences. There are many reasons why women should prioritize finding a husband in their 20s. Firstly, it can be easier to meet potential partners when you are younger and more socially active. Many people meet their partners through mutual friends, social events, online dating platforms. While it's still possible to meet people later in life, it can be more challenging if you are not socially active or if you are focused on other priorities like work or personal development. Secondly, getting married in your 20s can provide a sense of stability and security that can be beneficial for your long-term well-being. Having a partner can provide emotional support, financial stability, and a sense of companionship that can be challenging to find in other areas of life. Additionally, getting married at a younger age can give you more time to build a life together, start a family, and grow old with your partner. However, it is essential to acknowledge that there are also potential downsides to prioritizing marriage in your 20s. For example, getting married too young can limit your opportunities for personal growth and development and explore. It is important to find a balance between, let's say, building a relationship and pursuing your own goals and interests. So, while there are both benefits and drawbacks to prioritizing marriage in your 20s, it is important for women to consider their own priorities and goals when making decisions about their personal lives. However, if you are single, a married woman in your 30s or beyond, it is important to recognize that finding a partner can be more challenging. And this is not to say that it is impossible, but it may require more effort and patience. It is almost impossible. One reason for this is that many people in their 30s and beyond may have already settled down and start a family, making it more challenging to find eligible partners. All good men are taken after 30. Additionally, as people get older, they may become more set in their ways and less open to new relationships. Another factor to consider is that as a woman gets older, they may be more selective in their choices of partner. This is not necessarily a bad thing, okay? As it can indicate a greater sense of self-awareness and confidence in what you want in a partner. However, it can also make it more challenging to find someone who meets all of your criteria. So, what can a woman do if they find themselves single and looking for a partner in their 30th or beyond? Firstly, it is important to be proactive and take steps to meet new people. This may involve joining social groups, attending events, going to church, or using online dating platforms, and going to activities. It's also important to be open-minded and flexible in your expectations. That's very important. This doesn't mean settling for someone who doesn't meet your standards. But don't be too picky, because your age is already an obstacle. So maybe you gotta just settle for average men after 30s, rather than being willing to consider people who may not fit your initial ideal image of a partner. Finally, it is important to take care of yourself and prioritize your own well-being, and this means focusing on your own personal growth and development, pursuing your passion and interest, and building a fulfilling life for yourself. Regardless of whether or not you have a partner, just do that. In conclusion, while there are both benefits and drawbacks to prioritizing marriages in your 20s, it's important for women to consider their own priorities and goals when making decisions about their personal lives. For single and married women in their 30s or beyond, find a partner may be more difficult, if not impossible, but it's not. By being proactive, open-minded, and focusing on personal growth and being, well-being, women can increase their chances of finding a fulfilling and lasting relationship. All right? Certainly, let's dive deeper into some of the reasons why finding a partner can be more challenging for single or married women in their 30s. As I mentioned earlier, one reason is that many people in this age range may have already settled. They may already settle down and start families. This means that there may be fewer eligible partners available, particularly if you are looking for someone who is also single and childless. Additionally, as people get older, they may become more set in their ways and less open to new relationships. This can make it, let's say, more, difficult to find someone who is willing to invest the time and effort required to build a new relationship. Another factor to consider is that as women get older, they may become more, selective in their choices of partner. This can be a positive thing, as it indicates a greater sense of self-awareness and confidence, but don't be too confident, in what you want in a relationship. However, it can also make it more challenging to find someone who meets all of your criteria, if you're a delusional woman. Furthermore, as women get older, their fertility declines, which can be a concern for those who want to have children. While there are many options available for women who want to start a family later in life, such as fertility treatments or adoption, this can be expensive and it may not work, and emotionally challenging also. So what can women do if they find themselves single and looking for a partner in their 30s or beyond? Sometimes, let's say, the most fulfilling relationship are those that surprise us and challenge our preconceptions. All right. Finally, it is important to take care of yourself and prioritize, what do you want for yourself, and while you're trying to find a partner that can be more, towards what you want for yourself. It's not impossible to find, but it's almost impossible after 30. So the best bet is to try and find your husband at 20, 25, 28. Don't wait until 30. Men can wait until 30 because men have options, but women doesn't because of age and many other natural barriers.